Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today on Collection Lessons, I want to talk about life energy. It's part of my Collection Lesson series. Anything I say on this channel is not anything advice, and let's get going. So, hope you guys are having a good summer. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks, lots of stuff going on, and I'm trying to get back in these, so I want to share a lot more still. It's been over a year I've been doing these Collection Lessons, and I want to continue them on, as I'm constantly learning things. So, I want to talk in this video about life energy, and I had this kind of like, ah, it's almost like a, like when Neo in the Matrix like looks up and he starts seeing everything in Matrix code? It was kind of like that. It was like a revelation that I had when I was out shopping actually. Um, and now everything, not everything, but most things are self-checkout now. And you scan it and it goes beep, right? And then it says the price and then you put it in the cart on the side, right? And I just when I was doing that, and this happened, I don't know, a couple months ago, I just could feel my life um, just kind of get sucked. Every beep, every single time you heard a beep. Maybe I'll put some beeps in this video because I think it would have more emphasis on what I'm trying to say. But when you go to the store, you buy some product, let's say like a thing of meat, like a slab of meat. You stick it on the counter and the till, right? And you scan it and goes beep. And then you put it over here, and then it says an amount on the till, right? It says, I don't know, $20, right? Now, if you make $20 an hour, just when you hear the beep, think of I just spent 1 hour of my life on this stick of meat. When you hear the beep, you just think beep, 1 hour. There goes 1 hour of my life that I just made, or I have yet to make if you're in debt. Maybe it's worth more because you have interest or whatever. Maybe it's 2 hours because you gotta, use your credit card and then hopefully pay it off before you get interest. But if you think of it like that, every time that you transfer something on the self checkout, and that's where I found it to be most impactful, even because you see it, you feel it, and you're physically moving meat to this, to the grocery bag or whatever bag format that they use now. Um, and then if you just apply this to other things, it's like, oh, stick of meat, 1 hour. And then it's like, oh, I want to buy this, this shirt, right? And you're like, that's a great shirt. You put it on there, and look, now it's like that's 2 hours of your life, right? And you don't think about the dollar amount anymore. And if you just look at the till and you in your mind you convert the dollar amount to the hour amount of what you make, you start realizing that your hours are in a form life energy. And you're spending your time and your energy for these things. And it disassociates you from your dollars, if you think of it like that. So you get the stick of meat, 1 hour of life gone. You get the shirt, 2 hours of life gone, right? And then it's like, nowadays video games are like $99 with tax and stuff for PlayStation 5 and everything. It's like, frick. Now I'm waiting for a deal because if I do this, I stick it on the counter and do over here, that's like 4 hours of my life now. Maybe even 5. That says 4 plus 5 hours, 4 or maybe. But like you start realizing like things are taking your life away. They're taking your time away, and time is the most precious commodity that you can have. Because once it's gone, it's gone. You can never get time back. I don't know if they're gonna invent time travel in our lifetime, but you still don't get time back right now. So when you do this, just think about every single beep. Like, I don't know, we got, I don't know, 30, 40 things that day, and I could just feel it every beep. And it's not like we didn't have the money or anything like that. It's just I started realizing and seeing past the dollars that this is life that I spent working for someone else that is buying these things today that are gonna either, I'm gonna consume them, they're gonna be gone in like a week, or I'm gonna wear this shirt for 2 years and then it's gonna be gone, or I'm gonna buy this video game, I'm gonna play it for maybe hopefully 20 plus hours, and then it'll be gone. And it's like you just keep getting bigger in the scale of things, right? And it's like you buy like a barbecue, right? How to make a barbecue? There's a barbecue. You scan that, and it's like, oh, there's 10 hours of my life. some H. And then you scan, like, you just think about the things you buy, right? And you scan, let's say, something more expensive, like a computer. Might be, you know, you might think of it as a $2,000 item, but when you think about it, when it crosses that middle point, the beep, and you think about that, and then you're like, well, that's actually like 100 hours at 20 bucks an hour, right? That's 100 hours of your life you just gave up for that computer that you're probably going to spend more time on, you know, that is going to waste and eat more of your life energy, more of your time. And this is just a PC, right? And then you get even further, and then all of a sudden you have this car that you're wanting, and then you buy the car. It's like, well, how much does the car cost? Well, if you think of it in dollar terms, you know, you think of it as, I don't know, a $20,000 car or a $10,000 car, maybe a $50,000, $60,000 car. Now you convert that into how many hours that can cover, like, cost you if you're making 20 bucks an hour, even $40 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever people make, right? You do the quick math, and then you just, in your mind, when you buy it, close your eyes right now. We're going to go on an adventure together. You go out and you buy this vehicle, right, for $60,000, $70,000. I mean, you finance it or whatever. So it ends up being like $80,000, $90,000. And listen for it. The beep. And the beep happens. And then you're like, that's like 1,000 plus hours of your life you just spent, your life energy. Maybe it's 2, 3, maybe it's 10 or 100,000 hours of your life. And then you go over here, you look at this big thing that looks like a shape, it looks like a house, and you sign up for a 25-year mortgage. And you think, how many hours is that going to take to pay off? How many years? Now you're not in hours anymore. Now you're in years. You hear this beep. And you think, that's 25 years of my life that I have to work for someone else just to pay it off. And what do you get in the end? Why not just rent that place for a little bit, and then you can buy it in cash, and you'll spend less years doing it, right? And just think, just practice this. Just go to the grocery store. It's really cool. Just look at it and think in hours. Think, I make, let's just say, round it to whatever dollar amount you can. Think how many hours every time you go to the grocery store, every time you buy something. How many hours did that thing cost you? So think in hours. And that will just change your mind about what you buy and where you put your energy, right? And I just thought that was really cool. If you think of it as life energy, think of money as life that you stuck in to get that money. And you kind of go beyond that concept of money, which money is just a way to materialize our time, essentially, or our assets or liabilities or whatever, right? And I just think that's really cool if you think about that. And just close your eyes and hear that beep and just think, that cost me so many hours rather than so many dollars. So hope you guys are doing well. Thanks, and talk soon.